Yo, what's up, guys? Straight Crypto here. Um, I'm pretty exhausted. I worked about 10 hours today, been at the office all day. I've been checking the market periodically, pretty much the entire day. Um, and I just wanted to kind of talk about a few things that I've kind of noticed. Wanted to address some fear. Um, and just like I said, I just wanted to kind of speak freely. I've been wanting to kind of put out one of these videos. This might be a long one, guys. I do apologize in advance. It's probably going to be about about 15 or 20 minutes long, but like I said, I just need to kind of speak my mind. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on kind of what I do for a living. Yeah, I invest in crypto, but that is not my fucking life's work. That's not what I do for a career. It's what I do for a hobby. And, I make videos to track my progress, guys. It's more for my benefit than it is for yours. But um, yeah, so my job, guys, is I am. Um, I'm a therapist. I work in behavioral health. I talk about issues that people are experiencing and how it hinders progress. A lot of people think that I'm a people person. I'm really not. A lot of the things that I engage in, the therapies that I use, they're really just templates for success. I find I'm really good at finding. My mind works in the ways of patterns. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but a lot of the tools, skills, evidence-based practices that I use are really based on finding patterns that work and finding inconsistencies within the patterns that you're using. And when I mean patterns, in my realm, in the realm of therapy, when I say patterns, I mean your mindset. It's just your habits and the things that you do on an everyday basis. And a lot of people are kind of programmed to do what they do. You know what I mean? So people are predictable. So that's kind of what I mean by patterns. Um, so that's what I do for a living. I deal with people, but really I'm just analyzing patterns, and I'm analyzing and trying to identify the inconsistencies and the patterns that they're engaging in. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of move a little bit further on and end my conversation. So how does that convert into me talking about cryptocurrency, and how does that make me a I'm not an expert. I'm going to say that right now, but how does that make me someone that should be talking about cryptocurrency on YouTube? Why am I, why should I be an influencer? I don't even know why I call myself an influencer, to be honest with you guys. I only got a few subscribers. So if you can, please subscribe, hit that like button. But, like, really, guys, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I've been seeing a lot of patterns, and I've been seeing a lot of inconsistencies in the market right now. And I'm going to kind of explain why I think people are getting fooled out of their money, and why, honestly, if you believe in the coins that you're in right now, you might want to think about holding on to your positions and not selling. And so I'm gonna kind of explain why, and give you a justification. It's not just my opinion. These are things that I'm seeing on kind of a micro level. A lot of the people that I watch on YouTube, they're really focused on patterns that they see on a macro level. So they're looking at the history of Bitcoin. What did it do back in 2017? Blah, 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 all this other shit. And they're looking at different indexes and indicators and all this other things, that give them the information that kind of forces them to make the decisions that they make. I'm a little bit different. I take kind of a different approach. The the longest time frames I'm looking at when I'm looking at a chart is 4 hours. I don't go past 4 hours. I don't give a shit what Bitcoin did back in 2017. I don't care what it did in 2018. I don't give a fuck what Bitcoin did back um, July of this year. I don't care what it did because honestly, the way that cryptocurrency is expanding and everything like that, you can't just expect it to keep repeating the process that it's been engaged in this past 10 or 15 years. Like, you're pretty fucking naive if you think it's just going to continue to go up and there's not going to be any hindrances with the progression of Bitcoin. Like, the price isn't just going to continue to skyrocket. Like, you just can't expect it to go up to $100,000 because a couple influencers say it's going to go up that high. Like, I do expect it to go up to 100 grand, but I'm not going to sit here and say by quarter 1 of 2022. Like, that's if you're really basing your decisions based off some fucking bullshit like that, like, I hope you lose your money. Like, no disrespect, man, but you got to be a little bit smarter than that. So what I'm trying to say is I'm more of a micro guy. People laugh at me because I'll I'm at work, when I'm not doing a individual therapy session, or if I'm not running a group, I literally have my phone out and I have a chart going and I'm looking at what it's doing on a minute basis, every single fucking minute. You know what I mean? I like seeing the change in volume. I'm looking at the RSI, I'm looking at the money flow. You know what I mean? I'm looking at all of that, and I like to see how the market kind of changes um, on a very minute by minute basis, like the here and now. Because, like I said, I don't care what it did last month. I don't give a shit, because I'm trying to see the pattern develop as it happens. Like, patterns, the charts, they can be manipulated, on a macro level. Like, these whales, man, these guys are putting their money together and they can definitely make a chart look how they want to fucking make it look on a macro level. But when you're looking at minute by minute, and you get to see how shit kind of fluctuates and see how the money flow comes and goes, and you know what I mean. Like, you can kind of see what's kind of going on, guys. And I'm going on a limb right now, but I really fucking feel like we're at this point in the cryptocurrency market where people are really getting fucking manipulated. You got some people right now that have some money, just really, and when I say money, I mean money that you can't even fathom. I'm talking about, like, you have institutions that are really kind of putting their minds together, man, and they're really manipulating this market. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an example right now. I'm a big quant supporter, QNT. I'm still a big believer. I really feel like that's the when I say coin, I say that very loosely, because QNT is not just a fucking coin, guys. If you understand what QNT is, that's a network. You know what I mean? So just kind of understand that. But just look at the history of quant, and the price analysis, and just kind of the history of kind of what's been going on with quant. Um, I really do feel like that big institutions from day one have been influencing the price of quant, and they know exactly what's going to happen in the long term, and they're being greedy with it. One thing that they want is your fucking money, but they don't want you to be a part of the long-term profits. They want you to buy into this shit, but they don't want you to be a part of the long term and that end goal when the money is truly made. That they want that for themselves. And so I really do feel like that what's going on is some of these projects, like Quant, for example. It's a great project. You know what I mean? You're talking about cross-border payments. You're talking about a network that's going to be able to facilitate all these different blockchains. You know what I mean? Like, all these different coins. They're going to be able, like, they are the king of coins. Quant is the one that's going to be able to sit here and be that middleman between everything. You know what I mean? And be able to be that main fucking network. You know what I mean? The network of networks. And it's like, and I don't think a lot of people know that QNT, like, their technology and everything like that, like, right now it's being patented. Like, that's theirs. And here real soon, like, like, people aren't gonna have any other choice but to use quant, and have to invest in that. Like, that's I really do feel like that's inevitable. Like that is going to happen, and these big institutions know that. So I really feel like this is what happens, man. Like you can fucking comment below, hit the like button, please subscribe to this video. Because I do put a lot of time and effort into this shit, guys, and I'm trying to just kind of educate you. I could be completely wrong about this, but Quant, for example, just look at kind of the price history of Quant and how fast it skyrocketed up to 400, and I don't know what the all-time high is. I know it was about $450-ish if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but it was about that number. And I really do feel like, I'm not saying it's not a good project, because it is, and that's why it's my biggest position in my portfolio, but I really do feel like that price was driven up by institution money, by these big whales. You know what I mean? I'm talking about wallets that have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars in it. You know what I mean? They push the price up, so they can get a lot of hype, so they can get people to buy in and FOMO into these coins. You know what I mean? And once people start to FOMO in, you know what I mean, they turn that faucet off of that big money, you know what I mean, and they allow retail investors to come in, and buy their positions. And usually when retail money comes in, they're buying high. You know what I mean? They're buying in these higher positions. They're not buying in at these entry levels. You know what I mean? And these institutions know that, so they drive the price up high. The moment that retail investors come in, they stop the flow of cash. You know what I mean? And they start to sell positions, man. They short the fucking market. They start to short these projects. You know what I mean? They drive the price down. You retail investors, when I say you, I mean us, me, myself, you know what I mean? I'm guilty of this, but they start to push the price down, and what do we do? What do we fucking lemmings, us fucking short time, fucking us, retail, short money investors do? We sell because we panic and we get scared that we're going to lose our money. And these fucking institutions know that. You know what I mean? These whales know that, and they take advantage of that. And I really think that's what's happening to fucking Quant right now. Just look at, the history since it's been at $400. You know what I mean? It's been dropping this entire time, and it fucking pumps up. You know what I mean? The institutions will pump the fucking price up, and then they intentionally push it down to fucking, you know what I mean? They're trying to get our revenue. They're trying to get our money. They're trying to liquidate us. They don't want us to be a part of this project, guys. They're just trying to get our money, you know what I mean, in the process of the development, of Quant, you know what I mean? Because they know what's going to happen. They'd much rather keep the money in house. They don't want us retail investors to have, you know what I mean, the gold. They don't want us to have that. They want that for themselves. That's just, unfortunately, guys, that's the truth. But that's what's going on, guys. Like, Quant is a banker coin. You know what I mean? Like, it's this. You're looking at something like this is a legit project, man, and people that know, like, Quant is the one. You know what I mean? Just look at the circulation. You know what I mean? I think there's like 12 million coins. You know what I mean? It's not like there's an endless supply. Like, there's a finite number. Like once Quant is sold, man, it's sold. It's just kind of like Bitcoin. Look at what Bitcoin's price is right now. It's about, even on the drop, I think it's like $46,000 right now, maybe 47. But even Ethereum's $4,000 right now. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong by a couple $100. It's probably a little bit lower than that, but it's just, Quant. It's inevitable that it's gonna go up. It's at 170 fucking something dollars right now. Like, shit, guys. Like, this, you're gonna see this video next year, and you're gonna fucking be mad that you didn't buy Quant if you didn't buy it right now. Like, I've completely liquidated my portfolio. I'm not going to say I've gone all in to Quant, but I'm pretty goddamn close, man. Like, Quant is my number one holding, and I'm okay with that. Like H bar. I'm not going to get too much into H bar, but again, like, I'm not just buying into these coins, guys. I'm buying into networks, like legit projects, like things that have a fucking future. Do I necessarily believe in how they might be used in the future? Like, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure big money's going to come into play and possibly take advantage of these technologies, man. But I can't control what happens in the future. I can just control what happens in my portfolio and in my pocketbook. And if I see a trend, I'm gonna hop on that and try and take advantage of that. Because, like I said, my job, what I do, what I'm kind of good at, is seeing patterns. And I'm seeing this pattern. I see quant, being manipulated right now. I saw that last spike that we had where it shot up about 30%. It went up to like $230, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, I look at a minute by minute breakdown of volume, of money flow, of everything like that. I don't look at these long term charts, man. I'm looking at what's going on minute by minute. Um, Hour by hour, half an hour by half an hour. Like I said, the longest breakdown that I look at, the longest chart that I'm looking at is 4 hours. Because I'm trying to see what's going on in the here and now. And it's crazy when I see, a bunch of buy volume, a bunch of money coming in to quant. And then immediately I see, just not even a minute later, like seconds later, after that, I see the candle immediately change and the price just get shoved down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking just a little bit. I'm talking about shoved down. And that's market manipulation. That's big money not wanting us. Yeah, they want us to buy in. You know what I mean? But they're trying to liquidate motherfuckers. They're not trying to. They don't want long term holders, man. They just want that money. You know what I mean? They just want that money. So don't get manipulated out of your positions. I'm not just talking about quant, man. Like, if you're buying into a position, I really hope you do your research, and I really do hope that you believe in that project, man, because if you truly believe in it, you have no reason to sell. Like right now, I was scared. When I was an early investor, when I say early, I'm just talking about a couple months ago. But I used to be that guy that would get freaked out. Like, and you don't know how many times I've sold out of positions and I've regretted it. Like I could. I'm not going to say I could be rich right now, but I could have thousands more dollars than I have right now. And I regret it, because honestly, I haven't bounced back from that. I'm not saying that I necessarily have lost money, but I haven't regained that profit that I should have profited on, that I should have capitalized on, and I didn't do it. And I regret it. So I'm not going to make those same decisions. Quant for me, yeah, I bought it everywhere from $150 a coin up to 200. It's at 170 right now. So yeah, part of my, I was late into quant, but it's like, yeah, I'm down a little bit of money, but it's like I haven't lost that yet, and I'm going to continue to buy into quant. I hope it drops down to 150. Shit, if it drops down to $50, fuck, all in. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to buy dollar cost average in, because I do believe in that project. And I do believe that market manipulation is just fucking insane right now. Like Bitcoin, Bitcoin isn't crashing. It's just a bunch of whales playing some games. There's a reason why people are pulling Bitcoin off the market, off these exchanges, because they're hodling that shit. They're not selling it. And it's just a big game. People know what's going on and what's going to happen in the cryptocurrency industry in 2022, and they're trying to really take a hard stance and really buy into these early positions. Let's the way that these whales are looking at this shit is, let's plummet the market as far as we can. Let's get our positions as early on as we can, and then let's just fucking turn on the switch. That's what's going on right now. This is the calm before the storm, guys. They're about to turn on that switch, and people are about to get fucking rich. Make sure you're one of them. If you're not, it's on fucking you. You know what I mean? You've kind of heard it here first. I'm not a financial advisor. You're going to make your own decisions. You know what I mean? But please listen to the words that I'm talking about, man, and just really think about and analyze what's going on in the market right now. Like, do you think cryptocurrency is really going to crash? Do you think it's really not going to bounce back? Like, did you guys watch I don't know what the meeting was called with Congress. I did. It was like 3 hours long, but like, dude, our government is all on crypto right now. They know it's not going anywhere. Like, this isn't a dead end road, guys. You know what I mean? So, um, the decision is really on you. You know what I mean? You're going to make your own financial decisions, but just understand like this market's not going anywhere and it's only going to get stronger. We're in the infancy phases. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you believe in a coin project, system, blockchain, whatever you want to call it, man, buy in now and just hold because I promise you, you're not going to regret it a year from now. So that's all I got. You know, check out my new channel. I'm starting a new one. I'm probably not going to be posting much on straight crypto. Um, but yeah, you know what I mean? Please hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Regardless of what channel this is posted on, I really do hope you enjoy this kind of content. I really do put a lot of time and effort into this. And like I said, I just want you guys to be able to make informed decisions. Appreciate you guys. You know, let's make this money. Let's make 2022 ours. You know, these institutions and government don't have to be the only ones profiting. You know what I mean? We can too. So stay real. All right, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.